Tell me the name of your film and tell me a little bit about it.
Je suis Me Crayon, and an animation that was inspired by the Charlie Hebdo murders. We did it in like a light-hearted approach to a serious topic.
What would you like audiences to take away from this film?
I think to enjoy the film, but also hopefully that it resonates within them too, that they express, we all express, and it's not about rights to express or the rights not to express, it's that we do. It's an innate drive in us as humans, just like breath is important to us, expression is just as important. Yeah, and I think everyone knows that anyway, but to remember it, as I said, the film, let it resonate within them. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for bringing it to us.
Okay, thanks for having us.
Thank you. What a pleasure to be here.
Can you tell me what it was like working with Leonardo DiCaprio?
How was to work with him?
Yeah.
I think it was an extraordinary experience. It was a long one, a tough one, but one to remember too.
Now, The Revenant has been described as one of the most intense shoots in film history. Did the challenges behind the camera help set the tone for what we saw on camera?
Yes, definitely. I think the fact that we were under those, high altitude and low temperatures, in a way I didn't have to remind them to pretend to be cold. They were actually very cold. And the actors were great in terms that they can use all those elements to really feel them and react to them, and that's acting. It was useful, very useful.
Tell me what it was like to return to Mad Max after 30 years.
Well, it was different. A lot has changed since then. Cinema has changed, the way movies are made has changed, the way audiences receive films have changed. So it was an interesting exercise for me. It's a world that kind of lives in my head, and to go back there, it was great, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about casting Tom Hardy as Max.
Well, the main thing is that when he walked through the door, it reminded me very much of Mel Gibson walking through the door 30 years before. The same energy. Of course, he had the same acting skills. They're both very, very fine actors. Tom was 6 weeks old when we shot the first Mad Max.
Didn't we just talk the other night?
We did,
Okay.
but I love talking to you, Tom.
Okay, great.
And now you're here for your own award.
Yes.
So tell me what that means to you to receive this.
It's a great honor and privilege, and I'm excited to be on the stage with these other great directors and have a bit of a chat.
Now, you initially passed on Spotlight. What made you come back to it?
A clear head. When I passed on it, I was just very busy, so I had to I couldn't really consider it. And I had some time the second time around, and I'm certainly glad I did.
Now, as we all know, it was recently screened at the Vatican.
Yep.
Have you gotten any feedback or heard any reaction from the screening?
No, we haven't yet. Just the fact that it was screened for counsel on the abuse of children is really exciting. It shows the film's having some impact, and hopefully it'll continue to do that.
Thank you for bringing us Spotlight.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Now, you made an impassioned plea to Emma Donoghue to convince her to let you direct this film. Tell me about that process.
Yeah, well, when I read the novel, I thought, well, I knew a lot of other people were keen to make the movie, and I knew she would be approached by a lot of people. So I thought, well, all I can do is to reach out to her and tell her exactly what I feel about what she wrote and how I would want to make it into a movie. So I wrote her a very long letter, sort of 10-page letter, laying it all out, and amazingly it struck home and she responded, and that was the beginning of our contact, and which eventually grew into this movie.
A lot of the filmmakers from the Hollywood community live out here, and I feel like it's very connected to what we do, and then best of all, it's stunningly beautiful. So it's great. It just feels like it's part of the whole run, and we love our movie, and we're just glad that it's connecting with people.
Tell me how you balance the drama and comedy in The Big Short.
I think the big advantage with the movie was that it's real life, and real life is not one genre, the way it goes. It's, even during the worst of times, we're laughing, and during the best of times, we're crying. So what I loved about the story was I never felt restricted one way or the other. It could be whatever it needed to be, and it was really freeing in that sense.
Well, thank you for your magnificent film, and congratulations on tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.